What's up, my chaotic crew? Bentley Michaels here. Hey, have you checked us out on Patreon yet? For $1, you get your name on the Hall of Heroes on our website. You get shouted out on the show. And every Thursday, you get the Unbriefing episodes. It's like The Talking Dead, only it's about us. As soon as we hit stop, and we actually don't hit stop, I go, grab your swords and keep on adventuring. And welcome to Unbriefing with Chaotic Amateurs. That's exactly how it is in the recording sessions. So we are immediately picking up from where we just left off. You get to hear all of the players and me talk about, decompress the episode. What's going on? What's happening? What are our thoughts? What are our queries? Hey, have you liked us? Have you subscribed? Have you shared us on the Twitter, on the Instagram? Do all of those things. And for $1, like I said on patreon.com/chaotic amateurs, you can hit us up. You can get those Unbriefing episodes. Chaotic crew. Okay, we're about to hit that theme song. I took a breath.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of Chaotic Amateurs.
And welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs, iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, all of those places. Number one D&D 5e played podcast. I am your host and Dungeon Master for Season 2, Bentley Michaels. To my right, I have
Caleb. As Yamhorn, Darryl.
Rhett is Duroc Dragonsbane.
Milo is Ren.
And last time, there's
Milo.
so much RP. Oh, they met their heroes. They met their friends. They met so many people. And then they got straight up stuck in we left them right in the middle of a Ninja Warrior maze, folks. They're hanging on ropes. It's American Gladiators here, people. Würzburg Gladiators. So
I'm Storm. Call me Storm from now on.
oh boy. And Yami, the only person, made it across. Now hilariously strutting and peacocking around over there. Hey guys, why don't you get over there? It's so easy.
That wasn't so hard.
Ren made his first jump to the 10-foot. Duroc made his first jump to the 10-foot. Ren went right. Duroc went left. And Duroc, you're up. So what are you doing?
Just a reminder, you have enhanced ability, Duroc. You're strong as a bull.
Thank you, Ren.
Yell it across the chasm. Thank you, Ren! So, Duroc, you can go left 10 feet, or you can go forward 40 feet, and then you'll be 2 feet away from the edge, or you can swing across here, which I didn't write, but I'll say this is a 50-foot, and you'll be on the rope that Yamhorn was on.
Let's give her the old 40 a try.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Am I going to die?
I don't know. Let's see how you roll, jerk.
So, okay.
Add athletics and whatever Ren gives you.
25.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, miss.
What?
So what?
I was like, you
So you rolled the 40?
Yeah, I did, yes.
Okay. No, you did make it. You beat the DC. I always forget about the extra. No, not.
Oh, sorry.
He's having his own adventure.
I rolled really well. I got to celebrate.
I know.
This one's for you.
And so yeah, you're like, oh, real nice, Yamhorn. I'll show you, and you start like bucking this rope or whatever. And it takes you a little while, but then like you get a nice swing on it, and then you last second you swing it out, you jump across, you put your hand behind your head, you pose in middle air. You're right, and you kind of like finger gun Yamhorn, and then you grab the rope. And you are now 2 feet away from the ledge. I will give you a very easy DC to beat.
You want me to do it right now?
You're 2 feet away. Might as well.
25 again.
Okay, you beat a 2. And and so then you just kind of like wiggle a little bit and shimmy onto the platform.
As soon as his toes touch the platform, I push him back off.
Okay.
I grab Jan Harmon and bring him with me.
No, you can still hang on to the rope. I'm not
I watch
pushing
them
you.
fall and tumble to their deaths.
No, I'm on the ground.
Yeah. Don't ever finger gun me again, and I push him.
All right, give me a strength check. and roll against
I have advantage.
roll against your constitution.
20. Non-natural.
19.
Yes.
Okay, so he goes behind you to push you, and you just kind of like do that upper body thing where you're like your upper body goes forward, and you're like, "What are you doing?"
And I feel like I almost, and then I catch myself.
Okay.
You
That-
almost like use
Yeah,
your
that
momentum
teaches
to
me.
fall off.
Yeah.
And I like look at him and like, get away from the edge, Yamhorn.
Okay,
Where's the frickin'
Ren, you
Rizzle?
were up. You were in position number 2 here, so
Can I cast guidance on myself? Like,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna just keep on doing that across here.
Okay.
Where's the next closest one?
You were right here. So you've got a 10-foot one. This one's about 30 feet away, which is the one that Yamhorn went to, which makes it 20. This is about a 40-foot one to this other, and that makes it 10 feet away. But this one is 10.
Yeah, I like that one that's 10 to 20 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go that route.
All right.
We're still in initiative, right? After he does this, can I?
Push me off again?
Yeah, you can.
All right, so I'll roll that.
Okay.
That's gonna be 20. 21.
Nice.
Okay. Then you easily make it to the 10-foot one, and
Looking
now
good, Ren.
And now you can go forward, which is 20 feet, or go to the right, which is 30 feet. The 20-foot one puts you 10 feet from the ledge. The 30-foot one puts you 5 feet from the ledge.
I'll do the 20.
Wait.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Durak, what's the deal with that rope again?
Oh, my rope of climbing?
Yeah.
It's,
Like
it's an
it goes where
animated
you
rope.
want it to, right?
Yeah, I just say
Why
the
don't-
magic words.
Why don't you, just for safety's sake, because Ren's a little guy and I'm a little worried about him, why don't you have it tie around his ankle just in case?
I like that Yamhorn presumes that Ren can't handle himself.
Well, I care about him.
Yeah,
is
I
the
mean, look,
deal.
I like Ren, but I think he's got this.
You just understand that I'm like a little old man, and sometimes I slip up.
Yeah, if you want his blood on your hands,
I
for it.
go over to kind of like be parallel or you know whatever with Ren, and I say, Ren, hey, if you're not feeling too, I mean, you had excellent form back there, but if you're not really feeling it, I can wrap my rope of climbing around you.
Just do it.
Just
It
to
doesn't.
be safe.
It doesn't cost you anything.
I don't want to damage your pride, so it's whatever you want to do.
Ren, I care about you.
And I'll just swing to the next one.
Look, Yamhorn, he's got this.
All right. So what did you roll?
2.
Yeah, that's gonna be another 20.
Great. So you,
Don't ever doubt
as they're fighting about your constitution as an old man, and you know, I just want to protect him. No, I want to protect him. I leave Ren alone. I just say that I want to protect him.
He needs to grow.
Just use your rope. I don't want to use my rope. You just swing the rope, and you get a nice little momentum going, and you agilely, you swing that rope right up to the other one. So it's like you just let go of one, grab onto the other one, and you're now 10 feet away from the ledge.
He's got it, Yamhorn.
He's doing fine. I believe in him, but I just think, why not have the extra safety precaution?
You know, there are people who climb mountains without extra safety precaution, and they're, you know, the safety
how-
net damages their perception of
So
the
while
danger
they're
of the
arguing,
situation.
Ren, give me a roll.
So yeah,
Keep arguing.
as I
Fine.
grab that one and I prepare to swing off, I'll cast guidance on myself yet
Okay.
again.
What does that look like when you cast it on yourself? Because you have to touch our hip. What do you do to yourself?
To myself, well, since I'm like grabbing the rope, I just
Probably
cast
just
it on
touching
my
his
hand.
own hand, yeah.
just my own hand.
Dang.
And that's gonna be another 20. Can I do like a cool little like forward?
Tell me
flip?
exactly how you would like to get off that rope,
So yeah, as it's swinging forward,
because the DC for a 10-foot is only 10.
as I'm swinging forward, I kind of do a backflip and
Nice.
then with a little twist at the end.
Nice.
And I land facing both of them and throw my hands in the air like a
And while we're still arguing, and then he all of a sudden shows up
And
right
I
next
yell,
to us.
Hooligan!
Whoa! Good job, Ren. I knew you could do it the whole time.
I hold out my fist for a bump,
Bump it.
and then I look at Yamhorn, and I just shake my head.
I was just looking after my friends. I'm sorry.
He's the leader of Ren and Friends, okay?
Yeah, okay. Anyway,
Oh, what? What, is it just an honorary title, Yumhorn?
No.
You think you're the leader?
Yes. I mean, no. Okay, I want to inspect this chest.
Check out the cat chest.
Okay. So you guys are all on the other side now,
Right.
and you go up to the chest.
I'd like to investigate
Give
it.
me,
if I could.
yeah, give me that investigation.
How long do I have bull strength?
1 hour.
6 total.
Yamhorn, you see a chest.
It's closed, guys.
21.
Okay. Ren?
No, just no.
Okay, Durrock, you realize that this chest looks very similar to the one that you just saw in Hunks of Trunks, and also very similar to the one that you saw in
The armory?
Brower Nick's armory. Yeah.
I think this is the way out. I test it, see if it'll open, the latch or whatever.
It does not.
I want to look around, like the walls and
Do we
stuff.
need a key or something? Does anybody have a key?
Let's look around, guys. What do you say?
As my drawing shows, although poorly, you notice that there is a key slot. And roll me a perception.
20.
9.
Ren.
15. Sorry.
All right. You got
Building
Yumhorn?
tension. 9.
9.
20.
Yumhorn, you just start looking at walls. 20. And you got
15.
15. Ren, you turn around and you look out at the ropes again, kind of like confused, and you see something glint off to your right, and you say, "Hey, Durrock, look at that!" And with Durrock's better thing now being, you realize there's a key over on the rope. Farthest to now your right. When you started, would have been farthest to your left.
Guys, there's a key over there.
Where? Point it out.
I point.
Oh! see
I walk over to the ledge.
Okay.
Whoa. Are you sure you're the best one for this?
Go get it.
All right, I go for it.
This might be a good time to tie off.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Now you'll notice that this is 40 feet away from the ledge. That's what these numbers are, just letting you know.
Yeah. I say, tie the rope around your waist.
Oh, so now it's a good idea.
You need help. You need help. Ren doesn't.
40 feet is a ways.
Fair enough.
Plus, there's no ropes on that, so you got to go like navigate the thing. Look at the map.
Okay.
Okay.
The map
Let's go over
that
there.
we get to see,
Look at the
but
room in front
Yamhorn
of
doesn't get to see.
you. Look at the room, Yamhorn.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, I just say we go like this, tie it onto you, and then I command the rope to go over there. You can grab the key, and then I command the rope to bring you back.
Maybe the rope could just grab the other rope since the rope is really light.
Can the rope grab the key?
Yeah,
Or
why
even
not? We
the
can just
key.
bring the rope, and then we can get the key off it.
Give it a try.
I think this is a good idea.
Give it
Pull
a
out
try.
my rope.
See what happens.
It's only 40 feet that it has to extend.
I let it out.
How much rope do you have?
60 feet.
Okay.
And I say to the rope the magic words in Dwarvish, go. And it goes over there.
Okay. And you instruct the rope to do what?
To grab the rope and bring it back to us so we can grab the key off it.
Okay. The key is floating next to the rope. It's not attached to the rope.
Yeah.
Okay. Rope.
Sorry if I wasn't
Grab the
clear.
key over there.
So it's like out there hanging over.
It's like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, it's just like looking back at you. What?
Yeah, it's like
Me?
it's like when you're like
The end of the rope kind of looks back at you like, what?
It's the magic carpet from Aladdin.
right.
Yep.
It's like, and it's like when your hose is kinked and you're like trying to like loop it out. You know.
Too lazy to.
Okay. So make me gosh.
Yeah. Well.
It's a magic rope.
All right, just make me an arcana then.
All right. I critted.
Like a 20?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you give it a little waggle, and it goes out there, and you credit. I hate you.
Your hands are tied.
I'm blood red mad. I'm so mad.
I love Chris.
You go, but I have to. You credit you. So you go out there, and as your rope wraps around the key, you see this electrical charge start to go down your rope, and then after about 10 feet, it just dissipates, and you go like, well, whoever cast that wasn't very good. And
I look at Yamhorn and I say, that's why I roll red when I want to win.
The look in your face is just too good right now.
because I have written down in my notes, any of you Patreon subscribers that they're going to get the DM notes, I have written down in my notes, the second that you brought up that magic rope, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot he has that. Unless you rolled like above a 17, a DC 17, you were going to get shocked.
Yes.
Like if you use that rope to grab another rope, or you were blood red mad. So yeah, you bested me. How dare you? And you grab the key out, and your rope brings it back to you.
Boy, it's a good thing you used that rope.
Yeah. And I look at it as it hands me the key, and I kind of stroke it.
Wait, the rope?
Yeah. That was way funnier than it should have been to me. Yeah, I like give it a pet. It's like a good boy.
Yeah.
And
boy.
then I say coil in Dwarvish. Coils back up, and
you immediately just put it right back in its prison.
well, on my hip. It stays out. It's like
like Wonder Woman.
yeah,
Cool. Okay. For the fan art.
absolutely.
Yeah.
For the fan art. Oh man. Okay,
So I
so
assume
you've
that's
got the
I've got the key. I go over to the chest and I put it in.
okay.
You don't want to check anything else out and make sure it's not
It
trapped.
shocks you.
I die.
You get blasted back
Hey,
into
let's
the
roll
chasm.
to see if I get the key in the hole. No.
It shocks you, and you fall off the cliff.
It's like Jurassic Park, you know.
You didn't say the magic word.
Yeah. All right. So you put the key, and you hear click, 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 and the trunk pops open. And in it, you see a very familiar stairway.
Okay. Guys, shall we?
Should look for clocks when we get down there.
Is there any clocks up here?
No.
I hate clocks. Let's go. So I'll lead the way, if that's all right with you guys.
Fine by me.
I'll be on your hip.
And I'll be behind Ren.
All right. So we just go into the chest.
Okay. So you walk down the stairs.
Okay.
And as you walk down the stairs,
Screw it. I'll close the door behind us.
smart.
That's what Ren does.
Oh,
And we also took the
Okay.
key with us.
Okay. So
we can smelt it.
and now you know who dealt it. And you go down. Sorry, I'm getting a name. You go down, and as you walk down, you start to hear. You start to hear voices. But as you click down, they sort of start to quiet. And it comes out into much more of like a hall-looking type of area. It's a bigger table. It's rounded, and there's several people. Some you don't recognize, but 4 specifically that you do. And sitting at the table is Browernick,
Lead driver.
her son Thaldrin, your friend Nestlerin,
Mm-hmm.
and a very familiar gaunt character, Jean-Claude Van Blitzport.
Okay.
Sitting at the table.
Let's go take that dragon down.
And Browernook looks up at you, and she goes, well, it's about time, Duroc.
Look.
Wait, did all of you come through all these trials too?
Yeah,
Did
this
you
is a
have to
really
navigate the ropes?
elaborate way to
Got shot by an arrow, Nikki. I had to talk to my dead grandfather. You know how traumatic that is?
I don't know anything about that.
Oh.
Well, how'd you get here?
Wait, you didn't come through the caves of FCF?
We made these.
Nailed it.
Oh.
Well,
What the heck?
These are the trials. Like, I've already done these trials.
Oh, you did?
Wait, so is this the kind of thing where once you do it, you don't have to keep redoing it? You can just pass through?
Yeah, it turns off.
Oh.
Oh.
That's
God,
why
I should have
everything
done this when I had the chance back in the army.
You'd be surprised that my son made it through.
I am, yes.
And Nestlerin, she had to actually go through it, but she passed with flying colors. And Jean-Claude Van Bloodsport, he does what he wants.
He just floated through the whole...
I can tell, because last time I saw him, I would have assumed he would have died.
Well done. being
Good for
alive.
you, Van Bloodsport. I approve.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's nice to see you again.
Likewise.
I appreciate your concern.
Yamhorn can't look him in the eye. He's intimidated.
Hey, Baldy,
Yes, sir.
how are you doing?
Fine, sir. Thank you, sir. How are you? Can I get you anything?
Maybe give me a cold one from the fridge.
Coming right up, sir.
Just roll me general perceptions.
Red to win. Almost another crit. Almost.
17.
Okay. So, Ren, or
23.
sorry, 23?
12.
12. Okay. So Ren, you just see sort of like a vast room. It's different from the other trunk that you were in, because the other trunk just sort of seemed like a flat type of thing with like, a kitchen, a living room, and just like a bed off to the side with like, a one bathroom sort of situation. This seems almost like a small dining hall with like a side kitchen off to the side, and then Duroc, you notice sort of ornate little archways around the table and that sort of thing.
Sounds like a church basement where you have potlucks.
I was going to say, yeah, it's where you have coffee after the service ends.
Are there covered dishes?
No.
Oh,
little burners underneath?
yeah.
Chafing trays?
Yeah.
I want to ask Nikki if time passes regularly down here. Are we speeding through?
And as soon as Ren says that, I start looking around frantically for a clock.
You see a clock.
Does it have 3 rings?
I inspect it.
I want
fail.
I want you guys all to see what it looked like before. So it's the normal time, the secondary time, and then the third time. I drew it too small. But for every 12 hours, it's 6 months on the ring, so the numbers are all different.
that's
I'm
what
going to
it
make
was.
a bigger version so people can see it.
We were down there for a long time,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
9
you're down
months.
there for about 15 hours. So yeah, 9 months.
I got a 16.
You see a very similar clock.
You guys are... Wait.
I asked Nikki.
Yeah, Miss Browernick. What he
That's
said.
Mrs. Brownick.
Mrs. Browernick.
I
What
still
he
call her
said.
Nikki.
Actually, lead driver.
She allows it only because you're so small and she doesn't view you as a threat.
Cute old man.
Yes. Yes, Ren.
So is time passing normally down here, or do we need to worry about...
Time is not passing normally down here. We actually only just got here ourselves.
Oh. Hey, you haven't been waiting long. Shut your mouth, Nikki.
So it's slower here?
All you got to do is flip the clock.
So you can choose.
What? The clock controls it?
Wow, that's cool.
Damn it, we are so stupid. Why did you give
Yamhorn-
us a warning before you sent us that one in the armory?
Yamhorn goes over and starts just flipping it for fun.
You are immediately reprimanded by Jean-Claude Van Bloodsport.
Oh, jeez. Okay, sorry. Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Mr. Clean,
Yamhorn boat, whatever.
quit
Yeah.
playing with time.
All right.
It's a space-time continuum, okay?
That's like
Hey,
hashtag.
don't make me time cup you, okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
the character pays off.
Put it in his place.
About to send you to time prison. You know what I'm talking about?
Too good.
That was not intentional for those of you listening.
And for those of you who aren't Van Damme fans, you're going, what is going on?
So are we just waiting this out, or That's a question to
We've been waiting for you.
So I got to let you know, I talked to Ulagon, and he's fully behind saving the people and defeating this dragon, and you got my 100% support. And
that's very nice.
By proxy, my friends here.
He's not wrong. I had a similar experience.
That's exactly what I was going to say. That's really weird that me and Yamhorn almost said the same thing at the same time. Yeah, I don't... Anyway, so you guys just got here. Did you guys witness the city being destroyed?
We've been here for about 10 minutes.
Can you tell us what happened when we hid?
Yeah,
the army arrived?
Fill us in on that, because we came out and the city was gone.
I had to real quick draw the layout. So you came down these stairs. Here's the table with chairs around it. You see some bunks and stuff over here on your right. To your left, you see the little kitchen cooking area. There's the fridge, and then here are the archways that you noticed.
Absolutely. One takes us right to Würzburg. Right, Nikki?
What's that?
One of those arches goes right to Würzburg?
It does.
Oh, hell yeah, son. Convenient. I'm really good at knowing what dwarves do because I pretty much hate them all, so... Not you, though, Nikki. You're all right.
I know I wasn't a part of it, but didn't your grandpa say to lay off the dwarf hate?
Yeah, but then he kind of encouraged me by saying that he contracted out the construction of his mausoleum.
Wait, to who?
I don't know. I don't remember. I already checked it when we were there, and I said the family that made it, but I don't remember now. Anyway, don't worry. I will fix the mausoleum when we go back. I owe that much to Hiruk.
There's nothing to fix, man.
I know. It's just... He doesn't like it, you know?
So you said we needed to go south and meet with some elves, right?
Right. So, the way I see it, we got two options. Go to Würzburg right now, have a coup d'etat. Ren can be the new emperor.
Yeah. I mean...
Install him as the...
We'll start putting, wolf head silhouettes everywhere.
Puppet government.
Yeah. Or we can do what our friends told us to do and go to the elves and get some help. Because
Wait, you say our friends, and okay, so you said something about meeting your grandpa. You didn't actually tell us everything that happened.
Yeah. Okay. So remember back in Bulgurum?
Remember back in olden times?
And I was up in the church and I was meditating and you were a complete asshole to me.
Yeah, and I pushed you off the ledge or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was trying to attune myself to Drakenstoter.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know that.
Well, now you do. Anyways, I had visions of some elves and crap. Then, when I talked to old Hiruk, he said we should go to the elves because an elf helped him make Drakenstoter.
Did he give you a name?
He did. Ian's
Wait, you mean
Ian Earth. Ian Earth?
Yeah, you mean Ian Earth? Ian Earth?
I accidentally put an S in there.
That's
That's
her last name.
And
I point.
Nestlerin looks up.
Yeah, I point at her. I say, that's her last name.
Wait, how did you know that?
She was my buddy back in the training day.
Because he sat with her at the Slytherin table while you guys were having meals before the attack.
Oh, Yamhorn. You got good memory.
Well, I take good notes.
Nestlerin.
I have written down Nestlerin Ian - girl from training.
Nestlerin.
Elven country, Lurlin Forest.
Your father.
It's not my name.
What did you say?
What's her name?
What did you say?
Nestlerin.
Nestlerin.
That's what I said.
No, you said Neslerin.
Nestlerin.
There you
She's
go.
Nell. She's
Hard
going to
S.
correct you.
I'm so sorry. I have
Think
a
of the
dwarvish
bee.
accent on my common. Sue me.
Think of the bee.
Fix it, dwarf.
The bee from German with the little tail on it.
The slippery socks slipped off the slippery sloops. The slippery socks slipped over the seal stoops. I don't know. I was trying to do dumb things.
You succeeded.
Well done.
Thanks.
Critical hit.
Nestlerin.
I'm just busting your chops.
Oh. What the heck? I try really hard at my common, okay? It doesn't come very easily to me.
For someone who talks as much as you do, you'd be surprised that it doesn't.
Yeah.
Burn.
Right, that's what I was saying.
See ya.
Look, your father helped my great-grandfather forge this sword. And I draw it. Whoosh. And now I need your help.
Okay.
Oh, I thought this would be like a little bit more cinematic.
What do you need my help with?
Oh, like, well, I don't like attuning to the sword, but also like he told
I
me
don't know
could
anything
control.
about your sword.
What? Fine, then I just need to be friends with you or something, and then it the power of
Make a
friendship.
baby. That's what it is. You have to make a baby. They can wield the sword and kill the dragon and save the world.
Is he right?
I hope not.
Look,
A half dwarf, half elf.
Brower Nick is just sitting there drinking
she just enjoys seeing me struggle.
and just shaking her head, smiling.
All right, look, let's just shelf this for now. Look, we need help getting to your home
Yeah.
in the
To
south.
Laurelin?
To Laurelin, yes.
Yeah.
Hiruk Dragonsbane told me that I would find the answers that I'm seeking there.
They would probably lie with my mother then, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. You seem way too young to help me. Even though you're probably my age. Because you're an elf and they live a
I
long time.
elbow Durak in the rib.
Hey,
Be nice, man. She's
Wha-
kin to me.
I mean, she looks very youthful. Radiant with life, even.
What are you saying about me?
You look like you fell into some lava and got screwed up. Sorry, that was harsh.
You look like you have an ugly bobo.
So
And Brower Nick just says, whenever you're all done jaw-jacking...
I just grab a seat and sit down because
Okay.
I just do this to myself all the time. So I'll let these guys do the talking for a bit.
All right.
As you were saying-
Jean-Claude Van Bloodsport is sipping his brew that Yomhorn has brought him.
So just as a player, so I understand,
Yes.
when we're down here, time above ground is moving faster or slower?
It's like frozen.
slower.
Because they
So-
flipped the...
Yeah, there's more
Flip the
time
script.
down here.
Yeah.
So we need to rest down here so that time doesn't pass as fast upstairs. Is what I was thinking. Okay.
Within the confines of the place that you are, time passes normally. Like you feel it the same
Right.
or whatever. So if you need an 8-hour rest or a 4-hour, whatever it is, that's still what it takes. It's just when you leave the place.
A
you
fraction of that will have passed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say that Brower Nick, while having been here, not knowing the math on this, so don't correct me, people, but she's been down here for maybe 15 minutes, but she's also been missing for, you guys were gone 9 months. She's probably been down here for at least 6.
Wow.
Type of thing.
Okay.
And she feels like she just got here.
Yeah, she's
of
done 15 minutes or so.
So that would be the same as what we experienced in the other one.
Well,
Just
we were there
reverse.
for 15 hours.
You were there for 15 hours.
She's only been here 10 minutes.
And 9
Yeah.
months has passed.
So she's it's a much slower time.
Yeah.
They
With
could
the-
have flipped it when they got down here. And
I don't really think we need
And
to
plus
worry
there's
about
different
it.
combinations. The clock is very complicated.
time is a...
Bloodsport. Sir Bloodsport.
Call me Jean.
Jean,
Okay.
you know how that clock works?
No.
Oh. Sorry, you mentioned like Timecop earlier. I thought maybe that was like your department.
It's called a joke. Get a sense of humor, eh?
Okay. Sorry.
He kicks him in the face.
He does a split and drinks his drink.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just sitting at the table. You guys can.
So I feel like we need to go south and meet with the elves.
Lord.
Do one of these like pretty archway portal things lead to an elven city of some kind in the south?
Oh, Ren.
That's exactly what Ren said.
Good for you, Milo, for knowing how to play D&D.
I figured out one went to Würzburg. I said the other one went to
You
Laurel.
just guessed.
Duroc never
That's a
guesses.
pretty lucky guess, too. Yeah.
Yeah, they got trunks on trunks all over the place, hidden in places and that sort of thing. So,
Who's your trunk maker, Miss Browernick?
what's that?
Who's your trunk maker?
Trunk maker?
Yeah.
Didn't you go through Hunks of Trunks?
Oh, that's where you get all of your trunks?
You didn't meet. Well, I guess Abe probably wasn't there, huh?
I didn't.
It was like after hours.
It was
or
the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, how would I know that?
Security system was on.
Right. You've been here for 10
Oh,
minutes.
the security system. So glad you guys
was
got
ugly.
past that.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard at all.
We lost some rando.
There was a password.
He apparently
yeah.
stole my money, though, so, like, good riddance, you know?
Oh, wow. Making friends and influencing people.
By
Did
Dale
you
Carnegie.
meet up with any of our resistance fighters that we have placed throughout the city?
Yeah. I think. Wasn't that guy... He's dead now, though.
We tried to look for people, but Yuri. We met up with Yuri, and
You saw Yuri.
he's still fighting
Oh,
the good
good.
fight, but
I've been worried about him.
he's joined the guard.
Well,
But I
we
feel like
have several people in the guard.
yeah, he's infiltrated it more than anything.
We have several people in the guard.
Yeah, he's...
So that's good that he's still out and about.
Is there a way that we can tell who's on our side and who isn't?
What, like a secret handshake?
Or like
or
a code
like
phrase.
a pin on their chest?
You know,
or
like the
something?
word Funky Town is what we use.
Yeah.
Funky Town? And that is what to you?
That's like our code word.
Shh. What?
You're among friends, Baldy.
Well,
Yeah, don't be so suspicious, Yamhorn. It's not
I'm
good.
sorry
It doesn't
that
look
you-
good on you.
I'm
Forgive
sorry
me, it
that
takes
you
me a
were
while.
in our safe domicile here.
Yeah,
If you
this-
would like to go back outside and
I
back
didn't
through
really
the
have
caves.
a choice, to be honest. Forgive me for not trusting people immediately.
Look, he's emotionally scarred. Trauma.
Physically scarred as well.
Yeah, that's true. You look like a
Yamhorn
wilting
puts his hand
grape.
on his hammer.
You look like a shriveled prune, Yamhorn.
Yamhorn draws his hammer,
Okay.
and you see lightning kind of start to crackle around it.
So, do you have any new information about what the Emperor has been doing in our time that has passed?
Ever the good player.
I asked what happened last time we saw you, if you knew anything. Apparently there was 3 months before you decided to go into little hiding.
So, the day that it happened, it was, he showed up with his troops en masse. I say he because I forgot to write down his name.
Baravin?
Baravin is the leader. I forgot what the general's name was. Let me go back a couple of pages here.
Dude with all the drow mercenaries.
Yeah, he was at the dragon ceremony. Wasn't
Baravin is the leader.
Baramis?
Yeah, Baramis.
My archenemy?
Yeah. So Baramis showed up with his soldiers looking for you. I told him that I hadn't seen you guys.
Thank you.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, you seemed conflicted about that little one, but I hope I paid off for you in episode 15. But I said I hadn't seen you. And he didn't believe me, and rightfully so. You were in my armory. So happy that you found the trunk. I assumed one of you would be able to make it happen.
Yeah, a little warning next time would be good.
Yamhorn,
Well, you know, when
Yeah,
people
Heads
are...
up.
Yamhorn
when
casts a glare at Durak.
Dire situations, that sort of thing. Can't do too much explaining. Go to the armory. Durak, you know the old Dwarven protocol.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hide out in plain sight. I assumed that Trunks would do that for you.
Yep.
Although,
Worked like a charm. 2-0.
noticing the weird black powder bags around the place, were you going to try to set off an explosion in there?
Yeah, we were prepared to go down in a blaze of glory.
If I was going to lie for you, why would you think that I would want you to blow something up?
You know, our old relationship, Nikki,
Yamhorn is smiling at this point.
I automatically think of just blowing stuff up. I mean, remember that time when we were digging out those insurgent fighters? You remember that?
Oh, to the north of Bravik?
That's right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, no, I was just thinking about that. So
I hate to butt in. I appreciate what's going on here, but considering the time situation, we should maybe focus on what we're going to do next.
Seems like we have all the
it
time.
seems like
in the
we have a
world.
lot of time,
Yeah.
Yumhorn. You need to chill out.
Yeah.
You need to learn to enjoy life a little bit.
You're right.
I plan
Okay.
on taking a long rest today.
Fine. Yeah,
Oh God, I just broke Yumhorn.
you're right.
Just go sit in the corner.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Okay.
Look, we got time. Is that cool?
Okay.
Is that cool, Yumhorn?
Sure.
Okay.
I'd like to get my Misty Step back. So
Nikki, I can't apologize enough for bringing this down on Bulgurum.
You have plenty of time down here because time is literally passing at a snail's pace outside of it. So you guys can stay here as long as you want. And
I live the rest of my life down here.
yeah, you could stay here for 8 hours and not even a day will have passed.
Well, wait. 8 hours.
I mean, you could sleep down here in real time, but outside of here, it won't have passed.
Okay.
So you'll be totally fine.
Gotcha.
I still really think we need to know what happened after we hid.
So
the
thank you for
destruction
getting me back on track.
that occurred.
Baramis showed up with his troops, and then he was there, and he just started running drills. He started talking about all of this action up in Würzburg, how they were, to me in confidence, how there's going to be changes, how there's things, and we should get in line because there's going to be big problems, and weeks went by and he was still there, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then one day a dragon shows up out of nowhere.
I look at Durak.
It comes from the north, and it comes flying up over, and as you guys as players and the listeners knowing, having seen the maps, it's kind of like a cove where it was like hills, like a little valley basically, trees and all that sort of stuff around it. It comes up over the tree line. A big red dragon. And just starts laying down breaths of fire onto the village. It comes out and it's just hovering over. I scrambled my troops. I tried to get control of the city, tried to get people to safety. People were running all over the place. Businesses, people. I saw people get hit with fire and just immediately vaporized. And I saw fire going back and forth, desecrating my town. And then, for some reason, it perked up. And it flew straight up into the sky and took off. Baramis was standing around nonchalantly, and then when that happened, he seemed confused for a second before he recomposed himself. There was a flash in the sky to the south. And then above our city, and then continually moving north, there was flashes of red and yellow and orange, like a battle was being fought in the sky. And then his troops stayed. His troops stayed, and I asked him why. Why do I can control my city? You don't need to be here. And he said, to control an uprising, of course. There's no real threat when we control the dragon. It's to make all the little ants jump in line and march correctly. He killed any soldiers that didn't want to join his cause. I knew the soldiers that joined his cause were likely on my side. Some weren't. Some agreed with him. But I reached out to all of them before it became too dangerous for me. And I had to hide myself. But I left clues with all of my sleeper agents and how to get to me. And luckily you found Yuri. And now you're here.
So what else can you tell us about the lights in the sky that drew away the dragon?
I only know what I saw. There was, from what I'm told, I didn't see it, but from what I'm told, there was a flash of light down south. And then the dragon shot up straight into the sky, into the clouds.
Is south towards Würzburg?
North is Würzburg, south is towards
Lorelin.
Lorelin,
Orlin, the elves. Okay.
Elven country. And we are on the east coast.
Okay.
Bulgarum, and Durnturum is on the west coast.
So it sounds like the elves are fighting back. That's the impression I'm getting.
I don't know. We just saw flashes of light through the sky, and they kept moving north, and then we didn't see them, and we haven't seen the dragon since. But Baramis has been in our city, running it like a police state ever since.
Is he
He's
still
still
here?
there?
As far as you
Last time I was there, he was in the mayor's office.
know? Okay. It's a good thing we didn't go to the
Dang
mayor's
it.
office.
We should have went there and settled the score.
Or that.
Or that.
We have allies in the south. Hiruk told me that much.
You absolutely do.
I feel even more confident about that with the story
Nest-
Nick told us.
Nestlerin.
Yeah.
Does she notice that I call her by her real name?
Yeah.
Okay.
She does, and she appreciates it.
Nestlerin,
Yeah.
have you been in contact with your family or anybody else from the south?
I haven't, but technically, I've only been gone 15 minutes or so.
What's the last thing you remember about the happenings there?
Well, I was the one that noticed the flash of light to the south. It was a bright white flash, but it was cloudy that day, and it almost seemed like an unnatural cloudiness, like a smoke, a haze, in which the dragon sort of came up over the tree lines and out of it, just billowing down before laying waste to our town. But it was a bright white flash. And then it flew up into the sky like Browernick said, and then there was orange and red flashes, and like it seemed like explosions going off in the sky that were making their way north. And other than that, it's how you've heard it.
What do you guys make of that? Like,
I don't know.
do you know of any weapons or other dragons that may have caused those other explosions?
I'm not privy to such information like that. I don't know what would cause white explosions in the sky and then red explosions in the sky. I mean, my only guess, if a dragon flies up and can breathe fire, and then I see orange explosions in the sky, I'm assuming that dragon is breathing fire. But once again, I didn't see it. I don't know other than that, I don't know visually what happened.
You guys, do you think there's warring factions going on right now? Like, more than one person has a dragon? Because that's what I'm getting.
Possible.
Too early to tell.
Do you have allies in the Elven City?
Of course.
And
mother.
who are they?
I would
we
like-
can
Well,
meet
my
with
mother.
What's your
I'd like
mother's-
to meet your mother,
What's her name?
Nestlerin.
Hey, slow your roll, perv.
It has nothing to do with that, Yalmorn.
Okay.
Her mother.
We just talked about making babies earlier.
Her mother helped my great-grandfather.
Do what?
I don't know. Her parents had something to do with the sword. He wasn't like...
I think it's one generation removed.
Her grandparents?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Elves live a long time. It's hard to tell. Her grandparents. Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah.
I wanted to say something because I remember your conversation.
Oh, genealogy. I understand now.
Yeah.
Yes, like my children. Okay.
Yeah.
Her grandfather helped my great-grandfather. Her mother knows some secrets that can help us about the sword. Hiruk alluded to the fact that when mastered, I can use Draken's Toter to control the
What?
dragon.
Presumably, Dragon's Toter is a dwarven word. Can you what does that actually mean?
Dragon Slayer.
It's okay. We got to figure out everything we can about this sword.
I don't disagree.
If you feel like you need to study this sword or get down, let's just go because we need to figure this out.
I guess we do have like a crap ton of time down here.
I mean, go to the source.
Oh.
Let's go to the Elven country and figure this out.
Maybe I should like spend a little bit of time while we got some time to rest.
Yeah.
I'm at least spending 8 hours down here.
Yeah. That's
all right.
I'm cool with that. But
and then maybe
I need to sleep.
Nestlerin, maybe you can guide us to your mother. I have some questions I need answers to.
Okay.
And Miss Browernick, what is your plan? What for you and your folk?
Well, we just got here, pretty much.
Are you planning on hunkering down, or do you come with
I
us?
have agents, like I said, in the city. I'm regrouping. There are other people that need to get here so I can talk to them.
Okay. So
and
you're
we
gonna
need to figure out a plan, but this is the resistance. You are looking at it.
Okay. So you're gonna wait and recruit. Is there a way that we can come back here for safekeeping quickly and efficiently? Like if we go to Laurelin, is there a way that we can get back?
You look for hunks of trunks.
We have trunks placed all over in innocuous places for easy transportation back to this main base.
Do you know if there's one in Laurelin Forest
Well,
that we can get to?
we're going to go through one of these tunnels and get to Laurelin.
Right, but that
Mark it
doesn't
on the map
necessarily
when we
mean
get
the
there.
exit is the same as the entrance.
Fair point.
If you go out tunnel 1, that will put you in the Laurelin Forest. Close to Laurelin, enough to where you can make your way into the city. If you want to go to Versberg, you go through number 3. If you want to go to Durnterm, you go to number 2. And number 4, for posterity's sake, is Bravik.
You guys want to go to Bravik and leave all this crap behind? Start a new life?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I think considering our spiritual experience, we're integral in the survival of this.
So your
I was
grandfather said that you need to attune yourself to the sword. I say spending some time doing that would be a good idea here too, since time is moving slowly.
Let's do it. Also, let's train a whole bunch and level up a crap ton. And then let's go back to
Are there any rats that we can kill?
Or
beat the crap out of
Are there any
Baroness.
rats or spiders that we can kill?
Going right back to the mayor's office.
farm some boars.
Yeah. So we rest.
Okay.
And I spend some time attuning to Draken's Toter.
I'm curious what that looks like.
Like what it looked like when you pushed me off the church steeple.
And as you attune and as the rest of you rest, that's where we leave it for this week. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning into Chaotic Amateurs. If you're a member of the Patreon, Thursday it comes out. We're going to do the little unbriefing, a little wrap-up show. But until then, next time we talk to you, I have been your host and DM, Bentley Michaels. To my right,
Caleb is Yamhorn Durrell.
Rhett is Duroc Dragon's Bane.
Milo is a Ren.
grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.